Welcome to your ultimate Costa Rica adventure. My name is Damien, and over the next 3 weeks, you'll dive into the heart of a country renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, vibrant wildlife, and rich culture.
Pura vida.
From lush rainforests and stunning beaches to bustling cities, Costa Rica offers an unparalleled blend of excitement and relaxation. Get ready to explore hidden gems, savor the local flavors, and create unforgettable memories in this tropical paradise. Pura Vida awaits. We're starting off in San Jose, the capital of Costa Rica. While I'll recommend walking through town to get a feel of the local culture, I urge you not to spend too long in San Jose. After an intense 2 weeks in Peru, I needed a full 2 day rest just to fully recover. That being said, your first adventure begins at La Paz Waterfall, a small part of a much larger nature park. This waterfall is easy to find as it is right alongside the road. Take advantage of other local experiences such as wine tasting, cheese tasting, and visiting the Starbucks coffee farm, an unmissable activity. All these incredible experiences can be done in one day for around $110 with a local tour guide. I must say that you should try and rent a car. Trust me, it will save you a lot of money. The next day, your adventure continues with another journey outside San Jose to one of my best experiences in Costa Rica, Bajos del Toro, a tropical paradise just 2 hours from all the hustle and bustle. If you enjoy chasing waterfalls, this is the place to be. I highly recommend spending a night or two to fully experience everything this region has to offer. Depending on where you decide to stay, accommodations will be around $25 to $40 per night. Because I was ill prepared for an overnight stay, I opted for an easy hike showcasing 3 magnificent waterfalls, featuring some of the bluest water I've ever seen. We prepared for the cold water, as it was freezing and made the experience even more unforgettable. This adventure, including the tour and taxi, will cost you around $140. As you can see, just 3 days after landing with food, tours, and accommodations, I had spent a total of around $450, including airport taxi and hostel costs. As a budget traveler, I knew I had to control myself as I knew beforehand that Costa Rica is not budget friendly for travelers. After an unforgettable 4 days, I wanted to experience something different. This brings me to the east coast of Costa Rica and the Pacific Ocean. There are many different places to choose from, such as Jaco, Manuel Antonio, and Dominical, to name a few. However, a place that caught our attention was Ubita. The bus ride was around $12.50 for a one-way ticket. Arriving at our destination, I couldn't help but think to myself that this town embodies everything that makes Costa Rica unique. From the long sandy beaches of the Pacific to the hidden waterfalls surrounding the area. We had a short stay of around 5 days, and this is just one of those locations you'll be urging to stay longer. We visited Playa Ubita, which is just 6 kilometers away from where we were staying. The entry fee was, if I remember correctly, $6, which I found really expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Playa Ubita is known for the famous whale tail that is visible during the low tide. I didn't enjoy the beach that much because it was rainy and the water was very cold. But overall, it was an incredible experience. Whale spotting is an option if you have the extra cash. For those interested, it will cost you around $80. I met a few travelers and they had mixed reviews about the experience. After that, we tried some local restaurants, and what better to try than seafood. A bowl like this was around $8, but what I enjoyed the most was the roasted meat that was sold alongside good music and great taste. The Nayaka Falls is another attraction just an hour away. You can take a taxi, or if you're feeling adventurous, take the local bus, which will take you straight to the booking office. A 2-hour hike awaits you, leading to Costa Rica's most famous falls, the Nayaka Falls. This is a very large waterfall, but before you get there, you have to go through an intense 3.5 kilometers hike, enjoying nature's finest. Be warned, as it can be very crowded, but that's self-explanatory because it's one of the nicest falls I've ever seen. The park entrance to the waterfall will cost you around $10. You can spend the remaining days in the area searching for hidden gems to complete your stay in Ubita. You can spend hours wandering around the area in search of some amazing water holes, most of them free of entry. The only one we paid for was Ubita Falls, which was just $2. The 2 extra waterfalls were quite a hike, but luckily the entrance was free. We're nearing the secret pool. I can already hear the water. Nice! We later traveled further south to the city of Puerto Jimenez, after reading a lot of good things on the travel blog about how Puerto Jimenez is the hidden gem of Costa Rica. However, it did not live up to our expectations. Perhaps the hidden gem was the journey to Puerto Jimenez or something else entirely. As I could not find any hostels, I opted for an Airbnb, which was around $25 a night. It was nice and came with a bicycle. But 3 days were more than enough for us as there wasn't any much of interest there. I took the bike and traveled to the nearest town in search of things to do. The only popular activity was the bioluminescence kayaking tour, which was around $200 for 3 days. But most of the tours were closed as it was not the open season for this phenomenon. After spending over a week on the Pacific coast, it was time to head back to San Jose and explore what the Caribbean side had to offer. We decided on Puerto Viejo after hearing glowing recommendations from fellow travelers. Bienvenido a Puerto Viejo. Wow, it was a really long drive. It was around 7 hours traveling through the coast with some really nice scenery. The journey was scenic and the contrast with the Pacific coast was immediately noticeable. The weather was much more pleasant. We checked into our hostel and spent the next 2 days unwinding. A welcome change after the intense traveling we'd been doing. Okay, this is your typical tourist town with all kinds of restaurants situated alongside the road. You have Caribbean restaurants, you have pizzas, you have bars, you have everything you would want from a Caribbean town. Puerto Viejo is the main tourist hub on Costa Rica's southern Caribbean coast, famous for its stunning beaches like Playa Negra, Playa Puerto Viejo, Playa Punta Uva, and Playa Manzanillo. I rented a bicycle to do some beach hopping, and it turned out to be one of the most fun experiences I've had. The roads were long but enjoyable. The weather was pleasantly mild, and the beaches were incredibly refreshing. What made it even better was that all the beaches we visited had free entry. Unfortunately, our time was limited by the bicycle rental, so we couldn't explore all the beaches we wanted to. However, we did manage a side trip to Limon, where we hiked a beautiful trail.
Another day with a brand new adventure. We're on our way to Catarabolio, which is a waterfall here in the district of Bribri. We rented a shuttle bus to come here. It was really cheap, around 8,000 colones split among 6 people. It's really cheap getting here, and he offered to pick us up when we're done with the hike.
Along the way, we were lucky enough to spot some sloths, which made the hike even more interesting. At the end of the trail, we were rewarded with a stunning waterfall, perfect for a refreshing dip. For 3 unforgettable weeks, I explored Costa Rica's breathtaking beauty, from its long sandy beaches to the lush tropical forest. Costa Rica revealed itself as a place of wonder, where every moment felt like an adventure, making it a must-visit destination that I'll carry with me forever.
I would highly recommend a trip to Costa Rica. It does cost a lot coming here, but don't think about the money. Think about the experience and the memories you'll make when coming to Costa Rica. Pura vida!